Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are looking at Spider-Man number 41 through 43, featuring Spider-Man and Iron Fist, drawn by Jae Lee. F yeah, guys. Hit subscribe, hit like, let's get right into it. So this is Spider-Man's solo series, the one that Todd McFarlane started. I wonder how long it went for. So we know it went for at least 43 issues. And this is well after Todd has jumped ship to go do Spawn. And we've got amazing Jae Lee drawing this 3-part arc. And it is so cool. Written by Terry Kavanagh, who's I feel mostly known as like an editor, although he did like write a lot of Excalibur things, and is a decent writer. But I don't know, he never really broke out the way that one would hope, I guess. But this is such a great period in Jae Lee's career. He's evolved so much as an artist, from his first pages on Namor to like this point to what he does now. His style is very like haunting, beautiful, elegant, dramatic. And this, I would say, is very like bombastic, scratchy, energetic, like in your face. Very influenced by Bisley and Sienkiewicz at the time. Storm Warnings Part 1. Beautiful depictions of Spider-Man and Iron Fist. Heck yeah, I love that he's drawing the corner box art. I love when artists do change it up. I mean, so cool. Oh my god, we're in for a treat. I just love this. The colors are on point, which is always hit or miss in like the 90s. 93. Okay. So yeah, we're deep into the 90s here. Terry Kavanagh, writer. Jae Lee, artist. Kevin Tinsley, colorist. Joe Rosen, letterer. Danny Fingereth, editor. And Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. Storm Warnings, Part 1. Very cool shot of Iron Fist. I almost called him Iron Man, but I mean, you know, Iron Heart, Iron Lung, whatever. Anyway, I just love the visceral, like, just, I don't know, scratchiness and just like dark, like clearly Sienkiewicz influence. You know, I have to give him props for like leaning into the Sienkiewicz influence because not many people can do it well and make a career out of it. Even though I feel like he had other influences. But this is great here. I mean, very minimalist in a lot of ways, but very effective at the same time. Like, I love the continuous use of the vertical panels and sort of just like the hard silhouettes. I mean, on one hand, you would think, oh, it's kind of lazy and it's just slapping a lot of black on this page. But if you do not do it correctly, you have to know how to spot your blacks and balance sort of the compositions of these things. And I think that, you know, sometimes it works better than others. Okay, so they just lifted that from this for the corner box, but I'm fine with that. I mean, Iron Man's classic costume. Arguably, superhero costumes probably don't stand up, and I see why they changed them up a lot. But then you get something like Peacemaker, and, you know, it shows how cool costumes can actually look. So I think there's a balance between like the leather X-Men and the traditional superhero costumes. Marvel's done a pretty good job of finding that, I have to say, on properties like Captain America and things like that. This is so good though. I love it. Is he just... Once again, I love that he's like ripping apart the... Is it the Daily Beagle? It should be, shouldn't it? Has Spider-Man ever destroyed the Daily Bugle in one of his fights? I mean, you'd think he would, because, I mean, what would fuel such a great cover of Marvels by Alex Resser? What would fuel J. Jonah Jameson's hatred more than Spider-Man, the Menace, destroying the Daily Bugle? If it hasn't been done, powers that be, do it. Make it happen. I know everybody important and in charge watches my channel. And if not, they should, because I'm dropping nuggets like that left and right. So for this effect here with this black, like you can, one way you can do it is take an old toothbrush. It doesn't have to be new, it could be used too. And dip it in the black and just pull back that toothbrush head and flick it and let it splatter where it will across the page. And that's the kind of innovation like someone like Bill Sienkiewicz brought to comic books. Very cool, very iconic. It's funny because in spite of this scratchy, like, super stylized, style, there's still like a foundation of superhero goodness. And I think that obviously whoever was smart enough to hire Jae Lee saw the potential in it. That's a fun design. I like that there. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Very heavy on the silhouettes. I don't know. I mean, sometimes it does seem a little lazy. Oh my God, Iron Fist on a bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge on a motorcycle. Yes. So cool. I know, it's funny because you can't help but feel like a 10-year-old, 8-year-old boy when you read comics sometimes and something freaking super cool happens. Oh, and who doesn't love, I'm sorry, but I love Spider-Man using his webbing in stupid ways, and making a parachute is easily one of the stupidest ways. I question the physics of it, but I'm sure worse has been done. I love wacky examples of characters using their powers, especially when they almost make sense or could possibly work, or work within the realm of the character. Only one, we're just blazing through this epic 3-part story. Here we come to the conclusion. Iron Fist, Spider-Man, Spidey and Iron Fist, Spidey and Fisty. Outnumbered, outgunned, and out of time. Fisty. If I wrote Iron Fist, I would definitely be having him called Fisty all throughout. So is that, yep. It's always so weird to see. No, it's not. I don't know. I mean, the iconic World Trade Center, of course, it's, going to be in anything that takes place in New York prior to 2001, right? Another great double-page spread. I kind of would love to see where's the Marvel comic art Jae Lee artist edition? That would be fun, with the Namor and the X Factor issues and the Spider-Man here. I mean, I feel like he didn't do a ton of stuff at Marvel, but he did enough to sort of make us love his art. Interesting when, the choices that are made. Like such a pared down artist, but you have all the facial features poking through the mask there. I was thinking about that. And I'm sure it's came up in this, calls to your suspension of disbelief when reading comic books or anything fictional, but I don't know, webbing a camera to like a bridge, and like, did they never question like how did Peter Parker get between Spider-Man's legs and take that, picture of the back of Dr. Octopus's head? Or I don't even know what I just described there, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. Once again, suspension of disbelief. I'm just kind of loving this. This is just like a freaking thrill ride. Like, throwaway, like nonstop action. It's like you have Jae Lee drawing. So if I'm writing for Jae Lee, I'm just like writing everything that I want to see him draw. And that's a real comic book writer right there for you. Oh, look, we got the Saturnine, or whatever. Is that Brian Braddock? No, I don't know. Is it Danny Rand? I don't know. I guess I should read these before I flip through them. But it's about the comic art critiques, right? And plus, I don't want to spoil the stories in case you guys have never heard of these books and want to run out and buy them. It's kind of a weak way to end. I would have rather had like a money shot of Spider-Man and Iron Fist. Anyway, so cool. Love Jae Lee's art, especially this era. So much fun. Spider-Man, Iron Fist. Yes, Storm Warnings. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I'll bring you more soon.